Hello, Internet. I have been picking up quite a few 3D printers from auctions lately. And let me tell you why. First off, they are a lot cheaper than buying them from even Amazon, which is usually the cheapest place that I've found. I do know sometimes you can find them from the actual manufacturer cheaper than what you can find it on Amazon for, but Amazon is usually kind of a one-stop shop for things. I always get my filament from there. This is my new favorite one. They usually have one kind of filament on sale for about 10 bucks for an entire kilogram roll. This time is supposed to be like a purple and black kind of mix, so pretty excited to try this one out on my newest 3D printer that I just picked up last week, I believe it was. So, why am I getting them from auction? Let me show you. Let me show you why. Let me show you why. Let me show you why. I have been getting a lot of stuff. I've been picking up my 3D printers from auction instead of from Amazon, and let me show you why. So here, I've been picking up my 3D printers from auctions instead of Amazon or directly from the manufacturer, and let me show you why. Here we have the different 3D printers that I have already won. So let's start from the beginning, which is the Anycubic Cobra Neo, which is this guy right here. Now, as you can see, I picked this up for 66 bucks plus fees and stuff, so it ended up being about 70 bucks. And I've done a video on this one already. It has been good. I have started getting this error recently though, so I need to go through and figure out what's causing that issue. I don't know if it's something that I did or if it's just something with the machine itself. Either way, it's something I gotta figure out. So there's some other stuff that I've gotten. Now, I picked up this Soval SVO1 printer, and I kind of knew that this one was gonna be a bad idea because you can see it's got a lot of stuff down here that are kind of red flags. But as you can also see, I ended up picking it up for 38 bucks. Now you go in here, and the reason why I actually got this one is because they're showing Soval SV01 printer right here, which retails for they're showing down here about 220 bucks. I think they just go on Amazon to figure this out. So I looked through the pictures here, and this first one looks like there's two extruders on it, and you can see it's a little bit banged up, but it's got two extruders, and that's kind of what excited me about it. They're direct drive extruders, and so I looked on Amazon and searched for Soval dual extruder and realized that this is what was on there. So it is a Soval SVO4 IDEX 3D printer, which retails for 549 bucks. And for 38 bucks plus fees, getting this bad boy, I figured that would be a no-brainer, even if I did have to put a little bit of work into it. Now the downside is, I got this 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, about a month ago, give or take. September 27th. I still haven't been able to get it to work. I have gotten it mostly working. It powers on. I'm able to get it to go up, but I'm not able to really get it to go down. I tried swapping out the BL Touch, the auto probe thing, and that didn't seem to help, so now I have to kind of go through and disassemble more of it. Everything moves on it though, and it seems like it should work. I just have to tinker with it a little bit more. So for somebody just wanting to get into it with nothing, just set it up and you're good to go, this would be a bad idea. For someone who likes to tinker with things, I think this one's going to be a great steal. But I'm going to have to let you know in the future if I'm actually able to get this up and running. The next one that I won is the longer LK5 Pro, which is this guy right here. The reason that I wanted to get this one is, you can't really tell because they're at different areas, but this one right here is your standard Ender 3 size. So that's, what is it, 235 by 235, I think is the print size. And so that's just about 9 inches, just under 9 inches for the print area on that. This one is 11.8 inches print space. So I wanted to get one that was a much bigger print size. As you can see, I print dragons. I sell those at different events that I work for my other company, Barks and Bullets. Now you can see here that it looks like the longer is still longer. Everything's still wrapped in plastic. So even though it says used here, right there, I can see that everything in here is clearly still in the plastic. So let's go back into Amazon real quick. Longer LG5 Pro. And I think I did the wrong thing. LK5 Pro? Yeah. There we go. Longer LK5 Pro. So $378.99 for one of these bad boys. And so it shows winning bid was $100. That was actually a little bit of a misnomer there. I ended up picking it up for $60. There was an error with how the whole auction thing went. So long story short, ended up picking this one up for $60. Plus the auction house fees, all that jazz. I didn't end up getting the Ender 3 here. And then this one I haven't picked up yet. This is another one that I'm a little bit apprehensive on. But this is another one of those instances where it shows the G-Tech Mizar S FDM printer. But when you look in the actual pictures of it, it shows dual extruder. And from right here, that's a single extruder. So again, I went into Amazon here and I just searched for Mizar. So that's the G-Tech Mizar. So they have it listed as this guy right here, which is the Mizar S auto leveling. And this is the one that it actually is. You can see it's got the dual extruder right there, and that one goes for $569. So I haven't gone to pick this one up yet. I'm a little bit nervous because shows unknown if missing parts, and I can't quite see if the actual extruder end is here because these appear to just be the feeds, but it looks like it might be this guy right there. I wish there were some more pictures, but sometimes that just isn't the case. So this one you can see I got for $91 plus auction fees. So if this has everything in it and it works good, then obviously that's a real good up, in my opinion. So that's everything that I currently have on there. Let's see if they have anything new. Looks like they haven't posted anything for today. So what I like about this particular auction site is that they post new stuff every day. And the auctions only run for 24 hours. So I use nellisauction.com, and they've been super awesome. They also have exquisite customer service. But they're Arizona, Nevada, and Texas. So if you are not in one of those places, then you're going to need to find a different auction house. This is just the one that I use, and it's been great so far. I do not have anything negative to say about them. Yeah, so cool. As you can see, nothing else there. But I'm super excited for this G-Tech. So I started this print here 45 hours and 46 minutes ago, and I went with a full-size dragon, and it is printing just phenomenally. I had to go into Cura and set up a new profile for this guy. So I've got my longer 5 Pro thing here. So you can see this is the standard size dragon that I normally would print on an Ender 3, and how much more room we've got in that. So eventually I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison on all of the different printers that I have, how the quality stacks up between them all. For me, I like to try all the different options. So we've got longer, whatever you want to call that, versus any Cubic Cobra, versus our Flashforge Creator Pro. I've got an Ender 3 down over there, and then I've got my Soval is right over here, which you can't see. The Ender 3 is the only one that I actually bought new. And as you can see, that one's not even plugged in. I do have a bunch of problems with that. I have to tinker with it constantly, and I can't get more than about 2, maybe 3 prints through that before I have to, at the very least, change nozzles. And it's got constant stringing and all that stuff. I've already had to update the extruder, the Bowden tube, gone through all the nozzles possible. So next step on that one's probably swapping out the hot end, or just doing an entire direct drive extruder, probably micro Swiss upgrade on it, which I haven't figured out if I want to put that much effort into it, because the bed itself is not level and will never be level. So I don't know if it's even worth it on that guy. One of the big things that I really like about the other printers that I've been getting is I've started looking specifically for the quiet boards. I've had this one running for 2 days now, and I barely noticed that it's there. The only time that I really ever even hear it is when it is pulling filament and I can hear it moving through the dryer. The rest of the time, I honestly forget that it's there. The Cobra is the same kind of situation. Can't even tell it's running except for when I hear the filament moving. So those are really, as opposed to the Ender 3 over there, which sounds like sticking a chainsaw in a garbage disposal. The thing is loud as all heck. I know that a lot of people don't trust auctions. You probably want to go just directly to the manufacturer or through Amazon. Either way, I'll have links for a lot of these guys down in the comments below. I use Amazon for everything. I've been buying filament like crazy. Let me just kind of go through. So I picked up some black and yellow, got black and purple coming. Picked up some parts here, as you can see. Shiny rainbow filament. I completely forgot I even have that. That one I think. That one I think is still in the Amazon packaging somewhere. These ones are still showing up tomorrow. As you can see, I order a lot of filament. I'll put a link to all the different kinds of filament that I got. And if you watch my shorts at all, you'll see that I post almost every day about the different colors and all that jazz. So I'll try to keep a list going of the different filaments that I get on my videos, because YouTube does not allow us to put links in shorts anymore. So check in the video description below. If you have any questions about the particular auction site that I use, or want me to go into any more detail explaining why I've picked out the printers that I have, let me know in the comments down below. Let me just kind of run through some other stuff here. So you can see there was an Anchor Make M5C. That one, I believe, was missing the power cable, which is why it went for so cheap. Anycubic Max. Ender 3, just your standard Ender 3. I got carried away the other night and was bidding on a lot of stuff, as you can see. This one is, I believe, one of those Tina 2, just a, Coconi? I don't know. I was looking at picking that one up, like, for my nephew or something like that. But they've got a lot of cool different things on here. Lord. I bid on a lot of crap, I'll tell you what. Alright, so here's the Ender 3 V2 Neo. Missing assembly, hardware, and parts. So this is one that you kind of see a lot here. So a lot of these are Amazon returns. So this one looked really cool. Ender 5 S1 3D printer. It did not have the Sonic pad, which is what it looks like here. So this one would have just been the Ender 5. But it looks like it's still got the wrapping on it. But my issue with some of these is missing parts, and you don't know what parts are missing. I had that issue with the Soval SV04, and I'm still dealing with that issue. But you have a lot of cool little things in here. These are all basically Amazon returns. Now, with that, sometimes it's that somebody got it and didn't want it, didn't realize that it was the wrong thing, this, that. Maybe they got sent the entirely wrong thing. Like this guy had been opened so that they could see what it was, but like I said, it was still completely in the wrapping. I'll show you a picture of that here. But other stuff like this guy, you can see has dings going up and down the side of it, but it still ran perfectly fine for the first few weeks. I think I got a good solid month out of that one before it died. But you can see that there's always all kinds of different things in here. And sometimes they go for really cheap, sometimes they're a little bit more expensive. I will show you the process kind of sped up of me getting this guy out of the box and getting that set up so that you can see no dings or scratches on it or anything like that.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
And this is my first full print that I'm running on it. I did print this guy out and it printed great. Only thing is, it is a glass bed, which I've got a PEI bed coming for it. So when I was trying to get it out, I ended up breaking this guy right here. But apart from that, printed awesome. Not bad for a $60 printer. And this guy, let me tell you what, is looking pretty sick. So I should have that finished and have that at the end of this video. This is my red and silver filament, which I think turned out pretty dang cool. Anyways, that is my time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and links to the items in this video are going to be in the description and in comments down below. Alright, thanks guys. Okay. I didn't like that. I didn't care for that.
I have a question for you.
Yo.